I'm going to talk you through my new favourite dahlia collection, and I came across all these at different times in Holland. The first one is this absolutely amazing dahlia called Happy Halloween, and you can see why. And I saw that in a trial field in the north of Holland 5 years ago, and just as soon as I saw it I knew I wanted it. And lots of people find orange really difficult. But the thing about orange is that in a house it's difficult, even in clothes it's difficult, but actually in flowers it's fantastic because it's a brilliant contrast to all these rich, strong colours. And I always think of it like a squeeze of lemon with smoked salmon. You know, these colours are rich, and smoked salmon is rich, and you need the sharpness of something like orange and acid green to really cut through it. So Happy Halloween is one of my absolute favourites, and it flowers from really early to really late, so it's just a fantastically good doer. So that's my first one. And then this is a much more delicate, unusual one, which I saw in a beautiful garden, again in Holland, a place called De Bosgrove, which is full of wonderful dahlias. And you can see, it's called an anemone flowered dahlia, and it's this beautiful singles with this ruffled centre, and you would think that would mean that they'd be bad for bees and butterflies, but actually they're not. You'll see in the garden, we'll try and get some shots of it later, that they're always covered in butterflies, because all these are in fact nectaries, so they're stacked full of nectar. Then I've got another one which I also adore, particularly for pots, and this is called Roxy. It's not particularly new, but I haven't grown very much of it. And it's actually quite a late one, and this is the only flower, even though we're in August now. It's such a late year, 2013, for dahlias, because it was so incredibly cold in the spring. So I've just got one lone beautiful Roxy in my arrangement. And then this final one is a variety called Connemore. And what I love about Connemore is you get this deep, rich, velvety crimson colour, but you also get these splashes of brighter reds and sometimes even splashes of magenta going through the flower. It's really quite variable, and I love that because, again, it brings a little bit of brightness to the sombre, really dark ones. So I'm contrasting them all to Nicotiana Lime Green, which is one of my very favourite flower foliage plants, and I'm going to arrange them in an acid green vase, which that's just a perfect marriage. It's been a very good year this year for Nicotiana Lime Green, which sometimes can get mildew. Funnily enough, in a very humid year it tends to get mildew more, but this year's been so hot and dry that it's been really healthy, and it's just such a pleasure for me to pick it for that reason, because sometimes it struggles, and because I don't want to use chemicals here, we don't always get good results from Nic Lime Green. You would, if you wanted to make sure of it in a damper year, you'd need to spray it with Bordeaux mixture, which is a traditional copper sulfate fungicide, but I'd rather not do that. So I've got my basic structure from the Nicotiana, and then I'm going to put in my really bold Happy Halloween scattered through that. And to be honest, the colour combination in this is relatively random. I haven't got a sort of harmonious colour range, that's almost the point, but I'm certainly not going to go for anything pale, because that would make it look all wrong. So what I think of as the real stained glass saturated colours. So Happy Halloween in first, and then beautifully contrasting Connemore. And remember always, when you're making an arrangement, you want things in the heart and you want things out on the horizon, so things deep down in and things right standing out proud, and that then gives you the sort of solidity of the heart, which you want a little bit of to balance it, but also the interest of the silhouette. And it's hot today, so Roxy's looking a bit floppy, but it'll recover. And then just pop in as my sort of upper story, the Blue Bayou. So a vase, very simple, of my new favourite dahlia collection with Nicotiana Lime Green. Very simple, very lovely.